So this is the third case solving session by these case and competency this year. So everyone, welcome to this. For most of us F-wise, this is the first session attending, and we're really looking forward to this. So thank you for joining us today, Jyotika. I'm sure you're very busy with the job. So Jyotika here is an associate at ZS. So she will be going over the case with us, like first with a mock interview, and then she'll go over the questions and take us through the case. And then now, and guys, please do keep in mind, keep yourself muted until the end of the session. Please do not interrupt. Now handing over to Rochelle.
Yeah. Hi, Jyotika. I think we can begin with the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here's your case statement. Your client, Zapdos Limited, is an IT services provider and ITES services provider like IBM. Imagine it to be the world leader in its domain. They have been performing extremely well for several years, maintaining its unparalleled position as a leader. However, the CEO of Zapdos Limited believes innovation is the step to the future. So she aims to constantly add new and quality services that would retain their competitive edge while keeping their product offering unmatched.
All right.
Yes. Robert, next. So for this purpose, she wants to expand its ITES department by 100% in the next 2 to 3 years. So it is looking to open up new branches all over the world. And being the world leader, the client has adequate finances. And there are no specific requirements from the center except for what such centers normally end up doing currently. So your client has requested you to come up with some places where it can set up new centers. So here we have some additional information for you. The IT and ITES services include data analytics and artificial intelligence, consulting, applications, digital operations, and digital platforms.
Okay.
We'll move on to the questions. So the first one here is, what are the factors that you would consider while choosing a country to set up their new centers in?
All right. Just to go through the question again and to know if my understanding is correct, like our client is a world leader in IT and ITS services. And because the head of the company wants to innovate further and grow by 100% in the next 2 to 3 years, they want to expand their IT and ITS services and come up with new services in other locations and in different parts of the world. Is it correct?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So I'll just take a minute to jot down my thoughts and I'll get back to you.
Sure, Jyotika.
Okay. So according to me, like because it is IT and ITES services, we would need certain skill set for the same. So the first factor I would keep in mind is people having skill set for the particular things that are required. For example, this requires data analytics and artificial intelligence. It will give me a lot of, it will be very cost, it won't be cost efficient for me if I were to train new people in a given country. So someone who's already aware of these terms and they know how to go about with the certain techniques in these fields would be one aspect that I'll keep in mind. Secondly, also depends upon the time I have. If I have plenty of time, I can still think about training new people. Then I will see that is the infrastructure in the given place appropriate enough for me to execute my IT and ITS services. There are a few countries which have a lot of restrictions on data and data privacy. So government laws and regulations will be another factor that I will be keeping in mind. Then I will also look at the other competitors in the given field in that particular place, and how much of stake do they each hold currently. Because if I'm entering a new market, I should be aware of the current market situations and how much share will I be able to acquire in that given region. So these were a few pointers that I will be looking for in order to select my new country.
Okay, that sounds good. So we'll move on to the next question. Do you think the company would face large expenditures on employee recruitment and training? And what strategies would you recommend for saving training and skill development costs?
Yeah, like I initially mentioned, that skill development and training cost will be another factor for me. So in the first place, I would like to look for people who are already aware of these terms. And like, because we are a market leader, we could also tap at people working in similar industries with other companies in the given country. So like, if we give them a better opportunity at our firm, knowing that we are a market leader, and soon we'll be acquiring like a stake in their country and becoming going a step further to become the world leader. I don't think that anyone would not want to join our firm if we give them a competitive package. So that would be one thing. Second, definitely, it's expenses is not only in terms of monetary expense, but also in terms of time. If I go for like training and skill development, there is like on the job and off the job training. So I feel that IT and ITS, if you have like some base and background, you can still learn while working. So that is something I will look for in the candidates I would recruit.
All right, all right. That sounds good. We can move on to the next question. Yeah. So, what would be the biggest barriers or problems that a foreign company such as Zapdos might face while entering into a new market? So, can you advise mitigative strategies to these potential issues?
Yeah, I'll just take a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I feel that going as a foreign company to another country would bring certain barriers to me. First, being the cultural difference. If I'm entering a new market, say I'm an Indian company, I go to the US, so people will obviously feel that there's a cultural difference how a company works. Like the way people work in India is different from people working in the US. So that is one factor that I'll be facing. Second is lack of awareness. People would not know about my firm, though I'm a leader in like the area I'm operating. But if I'm entering a new market, there are other players that have already established their place. So the lack of awareness could be one factor that might hinder my growth and performance. Third is again trust. So when you're in a market for a given amount of years, so the customer builds a trust with your firm. So building that trust will take some time, which can be a barrier in the beginning. And to mitigate these issues, I feel that what we can do is partner with the government in the first place, because if you partner with the government, the population obviously gets like trust that okay, this agency is associated with the government, so this is not something that will take my money and run away, and like there's not a fraud system going on. Second could be, if not government, you can partner with the existing giants in the same industry. Like if suppose I am providing IT and ITS services, I could partner with someone who's providing different services and come up with a joint venture, like someone in marketing or like HR or some other thing, and we can come up with like a conglomerate. Third could be proper advertising and marketing skills based upon the culture of that area. So when you associate with yourself with the people, they like to believe in you more. So advertising and marketing in something that they would understand better and will be able to relate to would be a mitigation strategy I'll adopt.
Okay, that sounds good to me. And I think we can end the case here. Thank you so much, Jyotika, for all your input.
Thank you.